Hello, welcome everybody. I decided to make an open video on my Patreon just to let you know which kind of material we put here. Um, as you read in my profile, I was teaching modern music for 12 years, and I have very kind of different students. Some of them they have a very strong musical background, and some others are more amateurish. But with the time, I find that it's a really good resource is to explain musical concepts using non-musical terms. Um, well, I want to apologize if sometimes you don't understand what I'm saying because I learn English by myself. Then I never studied in a formal way. Then sometimes you will be like, what the hell he's saying? But you can do as you do with your friends. Just go ahead and forget about it, okay? Then today I want to cover modern harmony, but without entering all the jungle of theory and chord scales and the chord scales relationship and the modes and everything. Then just should understand that harmony provides you with a context. Okay, it provides you a context, and the harmony, what harmony is like a picture. Okay, if you see a guy in the middle of the forest with weapons and grenades and everything, and some people is surrounding him and they have weapons too, you will feel like this is kind of hero about to fight some enemies or something like that. But if you put exactly the same guy but in the middle of a mall with a lot of people shopping around him and a lot of kids there and there, then you will feel very different about this guy, and it's exactly the same, but the context affects you, obviously. And then what I did here, I made a very fast reharmonization of one song that you probably know is the Ghost song. It's Unchained Melody. It appears in the movie Ghost. Um, it's a ghost love story. Okay, it's not my favorite ghost love story because that was Beetlejuice, but I'm a little bit weird on that. Then I will play this reharmonization for you, and we will talk a little bit about what is happening there. Okay, then this is the ghost melody you already know from the Ghost movie, but with a different harmony, and this is reharmonization. Then let's gonna have a listen. Okay, that's basically it. It's a little bit hard try to explain that without entering on technical details, but I will do my best. Mainly, the original harmony it's 1 6 4 5. Okay, if you are a musician, I strongly recommend you to learn the songs using the degrees. I mean, it's the 1, the 5, the 6. Because this way, when you learn something, you learn it all the keys at the same time. Because if you learn it like C major, A minor, F major, G7, then when someone asks you to play in another key, you should transpose, even write it. But if you know your scales, if you know your scales, and probably you know if you're a musician, then if you think in degrees, you can know very easy to play the same song in every key. Then it's a tip. It's a very useful tip. It was given to me by by my harmony, my modern harmony teacher. She was a Jewish girl, and she knows a lot of music, and that was really useful. And I pass this to you because I believe it will be useful. Anyway, my okay, the original harmony is what we call a turnaround, okay? And we call it a turnaround because, surprise, surprise, it turns around, okay? Musicians are not very original putting names to things. But what we did is very different. Okay, just it was major. The original one, it was major. Now our reharmonization is minor. A lot of people will tell to you that major is happy and minor is sad, and I don't agree with that. I feel that minor it's more emotional. You can have a very wide range of emotions that you can reflect on minor themes, and major you can do too, but it's more like action driven or happy or stupid things like, you know, I like stupid things. That's the reason, the main reason I'm doing that. Anyway, the harmony I did, it's more complex. We use okay, some common resources like the 251 I made, diminished chords, sus chords, things like that. And but I'm very proud of the part that I'm sorry if I slow down because I'm playing and talking, and for me it's like two conversations at the same time. This sorry. Okay, and this point in the original song it makes like, okay, the still mine, you're still mine, a very misogynist commentary on the times we're living, and it's the minor third, okay? It's a D minor, and you have F in the top and D on the bottom, and it's a minor chord, okay? You can know it perfectly because F is the third. Then the ID of the chord, normally, with some exceptions, it's the third and the seventh, okay? Well, I say I don't want to enter on technical details, but I will go deeper on that on next videos. But the main thing is, instead of of do that, what we did in our version, it's like now, instead of being the third of the chord, is the sharp 11, and it sounds quite interesting. In fact, when you go there, then it's this moment of, and this color chord, and here on that chord, the melody, it plays just tensions. I mean, it doesn't play any chord note. Probably, if you're a classical composer and you're harmonizing that, is the last option you will think, because you will always try to make the melody being the chord tones, but you have more options, and we know that from a very long time. And okay, music, you should hear a lot of classical music too, because it's not as closed as some people is saying. It's really open, really wide and rich. Okay, then as I said, this is just a video to show you which kind of things we do here, but harmony is really important. It provides you a context, and when you are working in video games, that is the matter of this Patreon, you compose your theme. And let's say you have a character that's the main character, and it's if it is a movie, for example, instead of a video game, you have this character that is a killer. Then he fell in love, and then someone kills his lover, and then he goes for revenge, and then you have another fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. But the point is, if you have the melody, this melody should work as the action theme for the character when it's on action scenes, and it should work as a love theme, and it should reflect the sadness of the losing, and it should reflect the revenge too. Then probably you can modify your melody in many ways, and you have a lot of resources for that. But at the end of the day, I believe, honestly, I believe that harmony will be the decisive tool you will use. Then it's very important that you explore that. But you should know, a non-trained person, what they perceive is the melody, I mean, the top note and the bottom note. And the relationship between these two notes makes the harmony. Then we will make an experiment. I will put you the melody again, okay, with the harmony. We will listen to it. And now, when we finished, I will put just the melody and the bass line, the bottom note. This goes here. And now the interesting part. Now we go to color section. Now tensions here again, and now we go to normal harmony. And here I made some impro to finish. Great. Now we will hear it without the piano. Okay, then you will hear just the bottom and the top note. Okay, this point is really interesting. I want to stop here. In the original song, as I said, is the still mine. This part here, the bass line is a D, and the melody is F, and it's a minor chord. Now, in our version, the bass line it's a B, and you can hear the difference. If I just play this is the original, and this is our version. Of course, if you reduce it to the minimum expression, you have the root, 7th, 3rd, and the melody. Now you can put the 9th too. And here it's important to, if you don't play the 5, it can sound like whole tone scale. Whole tone scale is used in Disney movies, just to when the characters are dreaming, you know, like. Things like that. Okay, sorry, I digress sometimes. Anyway, you can see the. Now we will try to use the original. How to? It allowed me. Okay, let's gonna try to make it with the original harmony. Okay. You see, it's different, right? Than that. Well, this is mainly it. I hope you enjoy it, and if you become a Patreon, I will try not to disappoint you too much.